What's up, YouTube? Yeah, I'm not done. I'm not gonna be done. Not for a while. Period. I'm just finished. Period. I am so fucking frustrated at these people. It's not even funny. Oh yeah, Tiffany, I'm gonna lay it all the fuck out. Every bit of it. I don't care how many videos I gotta do to make sure I cover everything you fucking done. But I'm gonna cover all of it, just like I was doing to Bethany. Yeah. Just like I was doing to Jen. The shit you all have done will not stay secret. Yep, I know. You're gonna try your little Uno reverse card like normal. It's worked for you this long, why not, right? Yes, they're using my PTSD and the fact that I hate bullies and games like this against me. Because they know they can play games and get away with it. They've been doing it their whole life. The only one that has not played those games or done those things is me. Every one of these people have done this. Every one that I'm talking about. Every fucking one of them. The only person in these scenarios that has not done that is me. Just goes to show how women can do whatever the fuck they want, and people will believe them just because of what they say. And this is how you all fuck shit up. Then, when it's all fucked up, you want to point it and pin it on somebody else. We know this. I mean, how is this not the fucking typical actions of a female that is fucked up? This is exactly what they do. And avoid accountability, come up with manipulative fucking stories to push it off on somebody else. They do it all the fucking time. That's how I know that dude with the red face and the pitchfork, his little minions, or him, is behind this. Because it's everybody acting the same demonic way. Y'all were being tested. You failed. Of course you're going to be able to get away with this shit right now. That's why you shouldn't be doing it. I mean, come on. Every time it seems too good to be true, it turns into a trap. You think of doing all this bad stuff and nobody's catching you, that it's too good to be true. You're not paying attention to that. You're not paying attention to the fact that we have a final judgment and he knows everything. So you're not getting away with nothing. You ever think that's why he gave us free will? So when the final hurrah came down to it and everybody's being tested, if they didn't do it on their own, where do they go? Right. What did you all do on your own? Lie, manipulate, steal, kill? Sure, I would love to hear where I did that. I would love to hear it. Love to. This is open. You're not blocked. Right. People on the internet seeing these people openly stalking, manipulating, throwing fits, lying and attacking. They proved everything right there. Everybody ignored it. This YouTube channel she's still subscribed to. That was part of their stalking. They came to my channel messing with me. I didn't go to them. I was saying stuff about what they did, yes, but I wasn't stalking them. They were stalking me, and it was openly done. But nope, no trouble. Right? They know that these cops are in a dilemma because they were manipulated. So now, if they let me slide or get anything out that is the truth, it's going to pinpoint them. Boy, is the world going through a similar situation like that? Yeah, with the government, with Epstein, with the elites. It's the same demonic presence manipulating and allowing lies and manipulation to be accepted as truth. You still got your kid, don't you, Chris? You're lucky. The woman you had fucking kids with, you are lucky. Well, I should say, I don't know why, but God's blessing that child, not you. Maybe this is why these demons want kids so they can soak up their blessings. Because kids are blessed by God, but the adults are not. What you planning, Brian? Call mom and pop, then all of a sudden you're being all sweet saying you love mom and they all run out the door? Uh-huh. Last I knew, you were fighting with your wife because you're a drunk and you don't know how to take care of your kid. Imagine that. See, this is what I mean. If you don't fit that narrative of the typical male, they fucking hate you. I'll tell you why. Because you prove them wrong and they don't like it. Tell me one female ideology that they like being proved wrong at. None of them. What people don't understand is, or some of these females and males, we wouldn't be able to prove you wrong if you weren't doing the shit and lying. Boy, look at that. If you weren't doing this shit, we wouldn't be able to prove you wrong. Now, would we? Yeah, let's just skip that part, right? Oh, my goodness. I'm torn because half of me is a little bit happy that they're not here. Not happy, but, relieved because of the way the world's going. But the other part of me, which is the bigger part, is not happy about it. They were tortured, they were scared, and they were taken by people that were supposedly loved them. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody. The only one that gave a shit was me. Pretty funny. My mom's up there loving all over these grandkids. My stepdad is. Everybody else is. Everybody yelling at me, well, why is your brother and sister doing good and you're not? She chose a dude that already had a house because the other dude told her no, which means she was playing two dudes, working on her next stepping stone. And how long did it last? 8 years. It was a stepping stone, like I said. Did she make sure to get married and have a kid? Yes, she did. Damn, she's going right down the fucking gold digger checklist. This is insane, man. That's your sister. Yes, I know. You think I'm going to lie for her? No. I won't lie for my brother. I won't lie for my sister. And they shouldn't expect me to. I'm not fucking lying for you. If you were innocent and people were trying to manipulate a story, I still wouldn't lie. I would tell the truth. I wouldn't be mad at you because I know it's not your fault. But this is your fault. This is their fault. They did this on their own, out of jealousy, because they were doing drugs and losing money, getting mom to pay for all the bullshit they were fucking up. This is how they ended up where they were. Look at me over here. I'm still struggling, even though I'm running a business. I'm the one not even at the house. She's not helping me and the kids like that. The only time I ever got any help from her is when Tiffany was pulling shit and I ended up losing my job because she wouldn't stop fucking with shit. Then I'd work on the side and I'd borrow a little bit of money to get me out of the hole and then I'd give it back. These motherfuckers never gave any of it back. And I'm talking about showing up. Can I get cheese, steak, and fries? Can I get a laptop? Can I get a game? Can I fucking 20 and 30 years old with mom paying for their kids? Why, Willie was in boot camp, mom took care of his kid. Why, Jeanette, the whole fucking time these kids were growing up until she met Kevin, my mom was taking care of her kids. My mom didn't take care of my kids like that. She didn't pay for them. She did not. And Chris Hovatter, dude, you almost got your shit rocked, and you know it. Try and talk to me about how bad you are and that you take care of your. I know what you were fucking doing, motherfucker. Now, thanks for telling me that, because now I see what's going on behind my back. At least some of it. So everybody believes that my mother took care of my kids, huh? Dude, when I had to move back into her house, she didn't take care of my fucking kids. I paid for every fucking thing. What are you talking about? That's with battling this bitch from stealing money and fucking up vehicles. Are you kidding me? That's where all my fucking money went. Did I have somebody watching my kids for free? No. Did I have somebody paying my bills and not paying them back? No. Was I getting money for every little thing I wanted? No. What the fuck? No wonder they look like they were doing so much better. They should have been doing a lot fucking better. The only reason my brother looked like he was doing good was because of the girl he got with. Her family's got money. Her family knows people. That's why he was getting houses. It wasn't because of him. He did the same damn thing my sister did. Just to make it appear like shit. They were actually fucking, doing what they're supposed to. Really? Out of the blue? After you all hear that I'm about to get married. Now all of a sudden you're making moves? What the fuck? Willie, what happened to the deck job that I got you? How come Uncle John wants to rip your head off? Oh, that's right. You sold him a stolen truck, and then you fucked his friend over by doing these decks. Because you never attached them to the fucking house. This is what I mean. My brother has been in construction building houses longer than me. He should be able to build a fucking deck. If I can, he can. I was doing flooring. He needed a job. I got him that job. He fucked it up. Ripped everybody off. Pulled all this fucking stupid shit. Every time Uncle John asks me, where's your brother? Where's your brother? Motherfucker, like I know. I don't give a fuck where he's at. Every time I asked him, why? What is going on? He wouldn't tell me. Did you steal his four-wheelers, Willie? Was that you? Sounds like you. Is that where you got all those four-wheelers from? Or did you sell them and get new ones? I bet you did. Uncle John, if he did that shit, I'm sorry. I didn't know he was doing that. Even though you're a dick, I would have said something to you, man. I wouldn't let somebody rip you off like that. I didn't let Jake do it. Why would I let my brother do it? I don't even like my brother. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Why do you think I came to Joppatown? I wanted away from these motherfuckers. I should have stayed, you're right. I should have left those women alone and just worked. I thought he was just doing it because he wanted a slave. And I'm like, bitch, I get to have a life too. Because I had no life. All I did was work. I mean, literally, that's all I did was work. And now I come back here and everybody just tries to verbally take it all away? Fuck you, bitch. And now I feel like an idiot because I'm working as a slave. I'm doing what I'm not supposed to be doing. But of course, I was falling for the same bullshit that everybody else falls for. You ain't nothing unless you got a job. I always thought family and love meant more than any money ever. I always felt like an asshole because I knew I had to trade that to get money. I did. This isn't a joke. I'm not saying this to charm up people's ears. This is exactly how I felt. See what I mean? Every time a man starts talking about how he truly feels, it's used against him. That ain't you. This ain't you. That's just this. And then, can you prove that? Because I can prove that that was what I lived by. I fucking did it every day. That's why my fucking girlfriend used something that was supposed to be for the family to try and tear my fucking business apart. Why? Because she was too wrapped up in being jealous and wouldn't go out and do her own shit. And every time she did even attempt to, just so people would be like, well, she's working, she's out there fucking other people and lying to them so she doesn't have to work. My good God. I just, I mm, yeah, you have to stay at the business and work it all the time, or you don't get much business. Okay, you don't. And there are times where you could be so slow, and then all of a sudden it picks up and goes. I wasn't able to do that because she was in the middle of it, fucking it up. By her having that job and doing what she was doing, I was not flexible to go and grab these big contracts, which they came, but I can't do that. If I do that, I'm going to come back to fucking hell, even though it needs to be done. Oh, yeah? I live in my mom's house. She's working for her, and my mom just took her, just used her for whatever day she wanted. She didn't listen to what we said. She did whatever she wanted. So now, me leaving that time open for big stuff and doing small stuff to keep the bills paid, that whole free time is gone now. And every time I tried to schedule one of these big jobs around it, they wouldn't be flexible. Fuck now. And I'm like, what the fuck? All you did was cut me down in pay. That's all you did. And you're over here acting like her job is like the most thing because it's steady. She can work the whole fucking year. I can get one job and make as much as she made in a year off of that one or three jobs. Are you fucking kidding me? I've done it multiple times. Yes, it is spotty because you are by yourself doing it. You don't have a store feeding you. You're doing it. You are the store. You are the installer. What the fuck? And these people, well, I don't see a storefront. It's online, jackass. Why buy a storefront when I can advertise online? Why pay for a warehouse when I can just leave it at my distributor until it's ready to be ordered and installed? What does that do? Cuts down all that overhead. Fuck, tell me I don't know how to run a business. Yes, I did. All I gotta tell you is you customers are crazy. You would have made a killing off your jobs with me, and quality would have been the same. That's the whole reason why I got into this. But no, everybody listened to these asshole contractors and the ones that wanted to charge them out the ass, and then it starts with this: you don't want to pick a fucking handyman, you don't want to pick a guy that does this, you don't. Every fucking thing I was doing to save people money. You telling me that's not a devil doing that? Yes, it is. I wouldn't do his bidding, so he used his patsies to cut me down. It's very simple. And when that didn't work, he manipulated my ex to hurt the kids, and then paid her, and then made her look like she was a queen. It's the devil's time to roam. Bad will be good, good will be bad. It's alright though, because all you motherfuckers believe in this, that this is real and she was good and all that, that's believing a lie. So you'll have to answer for that. Even one of the main people that gave me a lot of work, this happened right outside of their work, their business. And because of what went down on the social media, these people attacking me and me jumping all over them, and because of what they were saying to them, they won't give me work. They believed I was attacking an innocent mother. Imagine that. Isn't that what they want people to believe? Yes. And I go in there a couple months later to get a door jam and do it the old way, you know, 9-piece door jam instead of the one half and one half. Stained it, put it up, and he's like, wow, we don't see people doing that much anymore. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, I can do old school or I can do new. Can I do the 2-piece doors? Yes. Do I like them? No, because they're cheap. This is what she tried to do multiple times. She tried to set me up to where everything was in her name and then make an excuse to keep everything and kick me out. That's what she was doing when Jazzy got assaulted. That's what she was doing when she was getting caught doing everything she was doing. The only reason she ran back to me is because she knew I was safe and that she could manipulate. Until I wouldn't let her manipulate. Then I was an asshole and I was abusive. And then I was controlling. Yeah, I'm stopping what's being done to me and my children. Yes. Was that abusive? No, I didn't abuse her. I just didn't give her what she wanted. That's not abuse, dumbass. That's not controlling, dumbass. That's a no. This isn't happening. Yes, when she would do things that she needed to learn that they weren't going to work out, I would let her do them. After a while, I seen that she didn't learn from this shit. She just kept doing it. So after a while, it was yes, we are both in this together. We cannot keep doing this and letting you supposedly learn your lesson because you don't fucking learn your lesson. So it's a no. Don't do that. Did she do it anyway? Yeah. Did it fuck up shit? Yeah. Who got blamed for it? Me. What about Bethany? Everything she did. Who did that get blamed on? Me. Imagine that. Look at Jen. Everything she did. Who did that get blamed on? Me. You know where they learned that? Or at least I think they learned it from my family. My brother would do that shit openly. Everybody thought it was a joke. But I would still get treated like I actually did what he said I did. Even though he was the one that did it. Brian did the same thing. Dropped a match on his dad's cheek while he was sleeping. Told his dad I did it. His dad come in my room wanting to fight. And I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't awake. I was dead asleep. Everybody else was up. You think they're gonna involve me in that when I would most likely tell on them if they did something like that. Yeah, I was young. No, after that is when I started joining in the pranking, and I didn't say anything. Want to come in there and fight with me when I didn't have nothing to do with it? All right, I'll join the party, buddy. Next night, we got him with shaving cream. Then the night after that, we tied a string to his toe and pulled him out the bed. And yes, I did those two things. Yes, I did. I'm the one that came up with them. You damn right I did. Okay. You want to yell at me for doing something I didn't do? Fine, I'll do it. It was Zach, Willie, and Brian. But I don't know if Willie and Zach were a part of that first fiasco or not. I know Brian was, of course, but I don't know if Willie and Zach were. Yeah, it's that same mentality. Always attack the young one. Blame everything on the young one. My stepdad does the same shit. It's David's fault. It's David's fault. David ain't nowhere around, but it's David's fault. You know what they all have in common? They're all the older sibling. My brother, my sister, Brian, and Pop. They're all the older sibling. Imagine that. Oh. Well, pretty funny. I'm the dad. I was there. We were only split up for not even 2 years, but everybody acts like this is what I mean by I do all the work and I catch all the shit all the time. Getting tired of that. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to do it anyway, but this is getting ridiculous. Fucking crazy, man. It's how I know we had to go through Jacob's troubles, sorrows, and then Jacob's troubles, and then pre-trib, and then trib. So I don't know if we're at the end of pre-trib or if this is trib, but one of those four things we are in. I just want him to hurry up and come back. Yeah, I want him to come back so bad. Never got to travel and see the world like I wanted to. Ugh. Never got to do anything I wanted to do. I was trying to save money and build a life, but I had somebody that was stealing it. Yeah, see, they had partners that they were stealing from and using, my brother and my sister. See, this one was stealing from me. So they're stealing from their partners and using them and getting money from their parents. No wonder it looks they should be doing better. How come they weren't doing better until that? Right. But I was. Even though everybody tried to say I was not working, I was lazy, I was this, I was that. But I'm still making it. And you all are jealous of that. So how does that make sense? Oh, they don't go into fits of rage when they don't get what they want? Okay. How about the girl that stabbed her boyfriend because he wouldn't have sex with her? They don't? Right there. What is that? Her not getting what she wanted. And what'd she do? Right. What happens when it's just a physical flip out where a guy's got to grab her or, defend himself? Right. What does that turn into once they go to talk about it later? It's always the dude. He's always the problem. This is bullshit. I could have demolished these females at any time. They wouldn't even be able to speak today if I wanted to make that happen. There was nothing stopping me. I didn't do none of that. I want to now. I'll try and ruin my life with this shit. Might as well make it true, right? Yeah, I was raised to believe that we are all human. Women and men are equally human, but they were better in certain areas. It wasn't about, anything like that. As in, this woman should be treated the same way this man is treated, unless they are doing things like this. That is not a person. That is an evil human being. And most of them are considered monsters, not human. Just like these female recruiters. Dude, if I was in this position and I was able to rough these people up, boy, I wouldn't give a shit. They'd all be catching it left and right. I'd be fucking locked up by my own people because I'd be beating the shit out of them. Yes, I would, whether they're a fucking female and all sweet sounding or not. Clock right to the face. You sick son of a bitch. Well, that's abusive. Really? They should be hung. They should be put in front of a firing squad. So, no, it's not abuse. It is not abuse to put an end to evil things like that. No, the fuck it's not. This is why it continues. That is not what that good book says. Just like y'all don't know how to read the second properly. You don't know how to read that properly either. The whole reason for the 70 times 70. Turn the other cheek does not mean what you all think it means. Y'all are crazy. Why would he have people like David and Abraham fighting and taking out these evil people if you weren't supposed to do it? You have to have certain things to show you that they are fitting of this. Then it's by God, it's fine. Yeah, at those moments, it's not considered murder. It's not considered going against your neighbor. That's what the 7 times 70 is. It means that if they do something in a caliber that is so bad, they've already used up that 7 times 70 with that one act. This is why stoning was the way to do things. The whole community was involved. The Romans are the ones that wanted it to go into a building and have these people in wigs and that simulate judges decide everything. Why? Because that was taking over God's judgment. We were supposed to carry out some of God's judgment on earth. We were supposed to stone them until we felt like stopping. If they survived it, that was God giving them another chance. If they did not, that was God giving out his judgment. All of it was what they were supposed to get. That has switched to court systems and corrupt laws. Now they get to decide it. Now they get to say who's protected and who's not. And they will do it their own way. And that is considered judgment, not what we were told to do. Right. Yeah. Listen to the good book until law comes in, which we're not supposed to be listening to like that. Sodom and Gomorrah's laws. Did they go against God? Yeah. Did people follow them? Yeah. What happened to them? Babylonians. Did they make their own laws? Yeah. What happened to them? Hmm. Rome. Did they make their own laws? Yeah. What happened to them? Right. Those are all Antichrist spirits on the earth, sitting in God's throne, taking over his ruling. And what happened? See you later, bye. How come that hasn't happened now? Oh, because the Bible says it's his time to roam, the devil. I really think from the 40s, from 47 on, was his time. I really do. Either that or it was from when they hung Jesus up until now, and it has slowly gotten worse. Pretty sure that's the birth pains. But yeah, what do I know? Right? Yeah. I am fighting it. I'm fighting not to do what they're trying to push me to do. Yes, I am. It's basically like they're going to keep fucking with my life and doing this shit, taunting me to do something because they know it's a trap. They've already got it set up that if I do anything, I'm going to get in trouble, even though I'm not the one who did this. That is manipulation, yes. And without a whole bunch of people behind me, they know I ain't getting nowhere. Not unless I do it myself, which springs that trap now, doesn't it? They tried to use me talking about it as a trap. They tried to have me fucking killed when they did that. Didn't work. Yes, Jamie Dennis. How'd you like that? Yeah. Bet you'll think twice about doing that shit. Oh, that's right, you did. I ran into you at fucking Wawa. What'd you do? You ran out of there faster than the fucking Roadrunner. Uh huh. Pretty funny. Such a badass, huh? So why were you choked out? Why did you run? You got thrown around like a rag doll. Yeah, you got lucky. You got lucky. Oh, you got so lucky. Yep, you caught my ear. And I already know who gave you what. And I already know what you did it with. Route 40 tattoo, huh? Yeah. You all spit in my face. Yeah, you did. Just trying to start trouble. You got your ass fucking whooped, you little pussy. Yep. You cut me. Yeah, I was bleeding. Didn't stop me. It didn't even fucking flinch. What are you talking about? Yep, I grabbed you, choked your ass out, and threw you across the fucking cell. Mm-hmm. Went and rinsed off my ear and taped it up. Yeah, it was the guard that sent me out for medical to get a new band-aid and to get it checked out. So I had to go. And then once they took the band-aid off and seen that my ear was almost half the top of it was gone and that I was stabbed in the side of my fucking head, they were like, oh shit. I didn't have a choice after that. Nope. I didn't tell them shit. And I damn sure didn't fucking press charges. You got what you deserved. Why don't you try that shit now? I won't press any charges. Yeah. Yeah, that was them. They put him up to that. And I know they did. I even know the guard that put him up to it. That was stupid. Imagine that. All these people that know me are accepting this shit, even though they know it's not true. Really? Jen's one, I think it was her great aunt or her grandmother, her Uncle Charlie's mom. And she was old fashioned. Yes, she was. And without trying to manipulate or anything, I seen that she was getting upset. Not only that, what Jen was doing was making me uncomfortable too, because I don't want to do that in front of your family. And it was just kissing, but I don't like, you know, disrespecting people like that. And yeah, Jen did it purposely to piss her off, and I made Jen stop. And even this guard, her uncle, and her, I guess, great aunt, grandmother, great aunt, because if Charlie's her uncle, that means he's got to be related to her dad or her mom, which I believe it's her dad. So I guess that was Rick's mom. That's what I'm guessing. I didn't know that was Rick's mom, but she liked me. She didn't like anybody. She didn't. She was always so mad. I never knew what to do for her. I always tried to respect her, though. Yeah, Charlie, you don't tell people that, do you? Did anybody else try to respect her? No. Jen tried to deliberately piss her off. So bad that you didn't even want Jen going to the bowling. You wanted me to go because I was on the league, because you guys liked the way I bowled. But then you listened to Charlie, you listened to Jen, which is an habitual liar and loves to start shit, obviously, from what she was doing there. You piece of shit. Yeah, I'm calling you that because they lied to you. Straight up lied to you. It's okay. Me and you will run into each other, buddy. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do it right in fucking in front of everybody. You're gonna hear what I have to say. Yeah, he was talking to all them, Jamie Dennis and all them, acting like he was friends with Jamie and all that. And I was like, motherfucker, you've known me. We bowled together. I used to come to Perryville Sports Bar and get me cheesesteaks and all that because it was a sports bar and family restaurant. And it was open. So I went there and he was there. And I don't even drink, but I bought him a beer. And he tries to act like he don't even remember none of that. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It wasn't the first time I did. I did that multiple times, talking to you and Tobin or Toby and the one chick that's a bartender that's a guard here. What are you talking about, man? That right there showed me that he was in with them. Yeah, a guard. Then who's the one that comes up and checks and wants to know all the damage? Him. I laughed at him. I said, I know you were behind that. He's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, play stupid. I know you were. You're being lied to. You ain't gonna know that until you go to judgment, but you are being lied to, and it ain't by me. I have no reason to fucking lie. None. Yes, I know what that looked like. It was a setup by Jen. I don't know how she knew I was coming in that development to do work that morning. I really don't. But she knew. That's why she was there. I'm starting to think the person that hit me up on Messenger, acting like my customer that was in that development, was somebody that came across our conversation on Facebook. And either she or somebody else mirrored that and contacted me through Messenger with their picture and their name. So I just took it as it was them and told them I would be there after I was done with. I didn't tell them court, but I told them after I was done with my appointment in the morning, I would be right there. And I just had court with Jen, and she was running her mouth about burning of proof and all this other shit, and I'm laughing because it's a female judge and she's all on Jen's side already. And I see all the manipulation going on already. And I told the judge, I said, it protects both of us, right? And she said, yeah, it's no admission of guilt. It protects you both. I said, I've been told that before. And then when a cop reads it, he acts like I've already been convicted of this. And she's like, well, that's not true. I said, that's not the point. That means if she calls the cop for anybody else and this is on in the background, they're going to automatically assume that I've done these things. And I have proof that I didn't. Well, we're not going to go into that today. Why the fuck not? I don't have time to keep coming back to this bullshit when this bitch should be behind bars. So I kept it in play. And then I went to my job. Guess who was sitting right there at the cul-de-sac as soon as I pull into where my job is? Jen. And I did exactly what I was told to do if we ran into each other at a Walmart or on the street. I went and told my customer that I had a problem and I needed to leave. And they said, okay, we'll talk about this later. And they looked at me like I was weird, but that's all I did was pull in their driveway. They came out their door and I'm like, look, I had something that came up. I'll be back to talk to you guys later. And they're looking at me weird. I never even took that into consideration. So maybe they weren't the ones that talked to me on Messenger because they looked like they had no idea why I was there. And they were talking about Christmas lights and we were talking about flooring. But I told them, yeah, I'll do Christmas lights. I don't care. And that's what I went over there to talk to them about. I have all of it. The judge wouldn't let me show it. So I got put in jail for 2 months and on probation for supposedly violating a peace order when I didn't violate the peace order. I did exactly what I was supposed to do if we ran into each other. And it was sketchy that it was on the same day I had court. These bitches waited 45 minutes for me to come out because there was something wrong with the printer. It wasn't printing. I had to wait fucking at least half hour, 40 minutes before I even got my paperwork after she was already excused. And guess who shows up with her? Tiffany's mom. Guess who's in the parking lot trying to fuck with me as soon as I come out? Tiffany's mom and her. I waited until she completely left the parking lot, Jen, because they were out there talking and whatnot. And when I come out and got in my car, they separated. Jen got in her car, and I sat there and smoked a cigarette so Jen could leave. That way, they can't be like, "Oh, he's following me," even though the peace order wasn't even signed and put into effect yet. But I was trying to keep my distance. And I let her go on her own, and I can't see where she's going when she hits the fucking traffic light she was in. I don't know where she's going. I don't even know where her address is of where she's at. So I don't even know where to stay away from. Well, you knew her mom was in it. Yes, I did know her mom used to live in there. I didn't know if she still lived in there. I was leery about going in her fucking development even when Jen wasn't here. She came all the way from Texas, started this shit on the internet, then got a peace order, all because of me and the judge not fucking doing their job, even though I didn't do anything. They ran their mouth to me on the fucking internet. I ran it right back. My daughter got a hold of me on Facebook. She got a hold of me on Messenger. She started fucking doing what her mom wanted to do, and I'm getting on her. You're fucking right. You ain't gonna sit there and talk to me like that, and you ain't gonna treat me like that either. I'm not responsible for what she's done. Not one bit. You did this, and you never fought for me, and you never. Like, bullshit. I fought for you so goddamn hard. It got me in trouble and got my fucking business taken away. Got my fucking fiance all pissed off. Oh yeah, I fought for you so fucking hard. Yes, I did. That's why your mom skipped off to Texas. She knew if you were in another state, it's next to fucking impossible to get you back. Especially because she has all these people in the fucking courts that she's already manipulated. Yeah, a whole bunch of shit you know nothing about. Why don't you look up the shit? You're old enough. Go look at court records. Go look them up. Too fucking lazy. That's why. Go look up the medical records where she's telling you she was abused. Go look it up. She wasn't abused. She manipulated you, and you went along with it because that's all you fucking know. And yeah, that's what she was doing the whole time. You know why she was in Elkton apartment? Because she had just came back from Delaware from kidnapping you. That was illegal. She's a felon. She should be in jail. Yeah, you wouldn't have went through all that shit you went through over there. You damn sure wouldn't be a Satanist. I tell you that. And pretty funny. All that is neglect. All that is hurting you. And all that was done while you were with her. Maybe that's why you were crying in that picture on that blanket with your mother. Yeah, because your mother's an asshole to you. She was the Gabe too. But of course, different fucking rules, apparently. Jasmine, you listen to me. That woman hated our bond. That woman hated that we were so close. I'm telling you right now, that's why she did this. It's the same reason why Tiffany did what she did to the kids. She knows it's attacking my heart, She knows and thinks it's funny when my heart attacks me back. Yeah, they do. And guess what? You're accepting that type of personality. No wonder you're so close to satanic things. Feels comfortable, doesn't it? Yeah, because everything she's doing is satanic, demonic. Yes, wrong side of the line. She did it on purpose. She knew to let you do that because she knew what it was going to do to your dad. She didn't let you do that because she loved you. She did that because she knew it was going to hurt me. That's it. It's the only reason why you were allowed to do what you're doing. It's okay, girl. Just like we have a final judgment, so do you. Yep. I promise you. You're going to be very shocked. Yeah. Well, there's a way that the government has found to manipulate people. They use it all the time. It's called black magic manipulation. They use it in just about everything they do, including news. And they found that if they keep repeating the same shit over and over for a long period of time, people start to accept it. No, when she took you, you were at one of the most vulnerable ages you could be for a child. She knows that. CPS makes you know that. And she went through CPS. And she was supposed to complete Love and Logic. She didn't do it until later, but they teach you that in there too. Yeah, me and Tiff went through it, and we skated right through it. They loved us. Are you kidding me? This is insane, man. Oh, yes, we did. We did it in Havre Grace. Yep, that's where they were having it. And I completed another parenting course that your mom was supposed to go to at a church in Elkton. And she showed up maybe once or twice. And then after that, she didn't complete it. I completed that. I completed everything I was told to complete. That's why I got you. And your mom already had a plan set up. Instead of doing what she was supposed to do, she's over here doing criminal activity because she knew she wasn't going to be able to win. What does that say? That means that she was not fit to have you. Look how you turned out. You're lucky you're still alive. And that wasn't your mother. That wasn't her boyfriend or husband. That was me praying for you every day. You're welcome. Well, then how come? Because that's what you chose with your free will. Don't twist it. God is already not wanting to really help us because we accepted stuff like everybody is doing that he didn't want us doing. No wonder he leaves us to our own demons. That way we learn not to do that. You are not learning that. What you are in is going to destroy your life before you even have one. But yeah, you're hard headed. You're not going to listen until you hit that wall. I hope you're still breathing after you hit that wall because that's a very real possibility, Jazz. You think that devil likes you? He doesn't. You're just another domino. That's all you are to him. Game piece, pawn, expendable. Same thing that your mother looks at you as. Yeah, she is a good manipulator and liar. Make her prove it. Make her prove that she loves you. Make her prove to you that she didn't do all these things. I bet you she can't. Did you ever try that? I bet you didn't.